Thank you so much, Auntie Etima, the Queen Mother. Yes, we came very pop. I even had to go and bring a purple green guinea earring so that I can, rep the girls' hop things, that kind of thing. And yes, that's why we're here. We're here repping girls' hop at every stance of it. So I'm a girls' hop mom, by the way. So yes,
Mm.
don't think that you're the only girls' hop mom. I am. And if you're not a girls' hop mom or a girls' hop father, why now? My daughter is matric number 001 in girls' hop.
One.
That's
That's
how
it.
we do it here. Thank you again, Auntie Etima, Queen
Thank
Mother.
you.
And we are so grateful to actually be here. Thank you for being here. I purposely chose this location. This location for this class is my daughter's room. I intentionally chose this location so that I'm going to actually tell her that, oh, I used your room to actually speak at the International Girls, you know, um, 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 Summit this year. I have a studio in the house, but I decided that, oh, okay, this room, that's where we're going to go. All righty. So, yes, you're welcome. And I want to believe that who I'm going to be speaking to will be the parents. And shout out to you. I see all the girls. I see all of the girls. I can see my mom's coach, and all of that. But girls, this session is not for you. I don't know how to talk to girls in that way. Your coach is done. I just know how to give your parents the little moves here and there. So I don't need you here. If you have any child around you, please take the child away because right now I want to talk to you. I'm not a preacher of peace. So your girl might not want you don't want your girl to be here. Trust me when I say so. So just tell them and say, you know what? Just take a little bit, just take a break. Okay. Let them go and take a bath. Let them go and, do what they need to do and all of that. But no girl should be here. If your girl is here, the bomb will hit you. And when it hits you, you might not recover. Sir, ma, take your girls out. Warning, please. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am particularly excited. So earlier on, my friend said to me, you need to maintain an energy. I tried. I try because my energy is not so much in the night. So I try to conserve my energy. I even spoke so slowly and all of that. So I have all the energy today. And I'm here for all of you. All right. I am particularly honored to be here this year again. The Girls Hub, system is the system that I love and I love to love. All right. And did I tell you guys, Girls Hub team, that I really love this shirt? As in, it's one of the shirts that I really, really love. I love branded stuff. I wear a lot of branded, but this shirt is really beautiful. Thank you again and shout out to all of you. Now, when I was given this topic, I kept looking at it. The girl, her voice, vision, and valor. Ha, God, I beg you. This kind of topic now. Now, I kept thinking through it. I didn't want to go back to my friend and say this kind of topic I was given. We don't do that here. When you actually have an assignment, you do the assignment. We don't go discussing what the thing is. So I just held myself. I said, these girls hop team people want to set me up, but I shall not be set up. Here we go. I've come to realize that the world celebrates strong women, but yet we raise silent girls. We clap for courage on the stage. You love women who are this way, our likes. But when they speak up, you actually hush them because the truth sounds very inconvenient. Now, every time a girl is told, turn it down, bring it down, you are a girl, a generation loses a leader. I was listening to a conversation today, and while I was listening to it, I remembered what I told the parents that I teach, some women that I work with in my mentorship system. And I realized that I said to them, when you were called a helper, it means that you must build strength. Have you ever seen where someone who is called a helper do not have the strength to help the person that they are able to help? In Israel, women are actually referred to as, there's a word that is used for women, right? And the assignment of being called a helper is not the assignment of being lower. The next person who actually that word was used for was God. Very important. God was the next person who that word was used for. And many of the times, you find out that women are in the position of playing that same help ministry. The Bible says that God helped the children of Israel. Now, it means that a woman is a helper of whoever that is around them. So if you raise the woman to be helped, you kill the whole essence of the woman. The woman is created a helpmeet. The woman is created, that's the original creation of a woman. And if a woman can't help, unfortunately, we're not raising women to be helped. So every time your child is actually going to go, they want to marry somebody, you say, hey, does he have a job so that he can take care of her? We're not raising people who are handicapped. But that's not who God has called us. God called us helpers of mankind. How did we get here? Well, we are now raising girls to become a project, charity issues. We teach our sons to conquer the world. We teach our daughters to survive the world. Just survive it. And then we wonder why your child will grow up unsure. Whether to apologize for her strength, whether to hide her strength. It is very important because you now find out that girls now grow up unsure of who they are. That's why every time you go to workplaces, watch it. Every time you go to workplaces, you see girls apologizing, constantly apologizing. So recently, I employed someone, and then every time she comes to work, I'm like, "You did this." She said, "I'm sorry, ma." You did this. I said, "The next time you say I'm sorry, here, I sack you." She was looking at me. Why is it that you don't want me to say I'm sorry? I said, why are you sorry for everything? It's because you've been raised to be told that you need to be under. I said to her, I need you to actually ensure that you do the work, not tell me that you're sorry. But that's the kind of people we have raised. People who keep apologizing for who they are. For what? So they don't really do the work. So a woman always finds, I'm a woman now. So we go into organizations, we go into spaces, instead of us to work to actually become, we are looking for how somebody will be sentimental. Sorry, give me a minute. And you're looking for how someone will be sentimental. So you come into a place, say, because the woman, no, a woman should not be given a seat because she's just a woman. She should be given a seat because she has worked for it. And woman can. So every time a girl is told, just bring down your voice, a generation loses their leader. Now, you cannot build a powerful society with silenced girls because girls are raised and created to help men. How do you build someone who does not have strength to raise people, to help them? How will she get the strength from? A girl with voice would actually look at the systems and immerse herself and question it. A girl with vision would dare to see beyond them. A girl with valor will refuse to be defined by just anything. The problem is, many parents say, I want a girl to be bold, I want my girl to be a lord, but yet, you give birth to a boy, you give birth to a girl, you rejoice more when you have a boy. Yeah, already, from birth, girls are disenfranchised from becoming. From birth, you already have a negative stance because you're a girl. We do those things subtly. I'm sure that I'm going to be speaking now. A lot of people will say, no, that's not me. Oh, my girls are more. No. It is in your subconscious. It's your subconscious. Yeah. And when a girl finds her voice, she becomes unstoppable. When she aligns it with vision, she becomes unshakable. When she carries it with valor, she becomes unforgettable. So before you tell a girl to behave, before you tell a girl to tone it down, ask her, are you shaping her to be accepted or just to make history also? Girls are built to also make history. We're raising a generation of girls who can no longer afford silence. Who must find themselves, their voice, not just to speak. It's not just to open your mouth and speak. No, we're raising girls the other way. No. We're talking about girls who can stand. We must sharpen their vision, not just to dream. We no longer want girls to dream. We want them to disrupt the system. We are going to work with, it's not this one that one woman makes one money, 100 million. Nobody will talk to you again. Your shoulders are, that's not the kind of thing we're talking about. We're talking about real impact. Because the future belongs to women who actually are loud with their purpose, that have clarity in direction and fearless in their pursuit. And it begins with one question that you would answer today. Am I raising a girl to conform or to transform? It's not about women empowerment. It's redefining the process. It's defining the process. That's the most important thing. This is not just about, it's about a girl who knows her word, a girl who owns her voice and rewrites history. And there are 5 things I'm going to share with you today that you would need to do. I call them the 5 things that you need to intentionally build for your girl to build, all right, to build the different things to become this girl with a voice, with a vision, a girl who will transform, not just conform. Number 1 is you need to teach her to say no to you first. You need to teach her. I know people say teach her to own her own voice. How will she own her voice? Every girl is born with a voice, but not every girl is taught to use it. A girl who learns to speak up at home won't let the word she just get trampled on. Most parents mistake confidence, for, you say a child is, I'm not talking about raising rude girls. I'm talking about not going to the point where you're raising people-pleasing girls instead of powerhouses. You don't need to hush her curiosity, nurture it. See, before age 12, most girls have lost the interest, the ability, the whatever to even try for their voice to be heard. Before age 12, you've been subdued, literally. And that's why one of the things that happens is, so we end up raising girls who don't have sense. Sorry, but that's the truth. A book called Raising the Girl with Sense for parents. And Jetima has a book called Raising Girl with Sense for girls. So recently we're having a conversation and somebody said, that the girl got married, and because her marriage didn't work because she got married early. She was 22 or 25. So she decided that her children must turn 30, finish making money and all of that before they get married. And I said to the person, the problem is not the age you get married. The problem is the amount of sense you have access to. That's the truth. The problem is the amount of sense you have access to. I got married at 23 and I didn't make any mistake. No, there's no regret. The problem is not the age. Some people who said, it's because they married early, they were 20. If you still turn 40 and you don't build sense, you will still not be okay. So the problem is not, they say, once women can make money. The problem is not money. The problem is lack of sense. And we're raising girls who do not have sense. Now we're not focused on, say, let women go and make money. Women Empowerment Summit. Hey, that's what we teach. Have you not heard? Women who are, married, make money, they actually have money, access to real money, yet they are killed like chickens in the homes of people. Without the money, you marry a fool because you don't have sense. That's the problem. So the problem is not money. The problem is sense. You will get married at 40 and still make a mess. So it's not money. Money doesn't give you sense. Anybody can make money. Money is the simplest thing to make. So you see that preaching, I just want my girl to just make money. Die it today. Because your girl will make all the money and still marry a goofer. Straight up. Still marry a goofer. So that empowerment, this thing that I told Auntie Tima recently, I said, the way girls were raised was wrong. Before she started Girls Up, I said, you need to do this because the way people raise girls it's wrong. Now we're fighting a system. We're fighting a system. When I say the reason women were treated badly is because they don't have money. They were dependent. I've seen independent, we're independent in the mud, peeled like chickens, marry idiots. So it's not about your independency. Yeah. It's not about your independency. It is about the amount of sense a girl can access. The amount of sense a girl can access per time. Who are the people that date the efulefus the more? They are the independent, so-called independent girls. So-called independent girls. So don't push your child to say, let my child, once she makes money, she will marry a good man. No idiot will come around. It's not true. It's not true. You will be wealthy and still be trampled on. So it's not money. It's not money. Again, anybody can make money. It's the least of your problems. Stop seeing money like the all and all, the end of. No. Have you not seen girls who do not have money as much as the people that they marry? But their posture, positions, bigger. When I got married, I didn't have money. I didn't need to have money. I have the right posture and the right sense. That's the difference. It's the amount of sense the girl can access that makes the difference. How much sense are you giving your girl? How much? When you look at the Bible, in Esther 4:16, Esther said, if I perish, I perish. What gave Esther access in the sense is wisdom. Vashti did not, Hey, Bible scholars. When people say, oh, Vashti, the bad girls of the Bible. I saw Vashti's name. I was reading a book. I said, but Vashti was not a bad girl. Vashti just refused to do the thing that the king has asked her to do that was wrong. But you know the difference. And the Bible said there was a particular person that Esther needed to go and ask. How is it done? That person prepared Esther, made her understand the access, made her understand that it's not your beauty that gets you to the palace. That you need something more, which is sense. That was the differentiating factor. That was the differentiating factor. So the difference between Vashti and Esther was wisdom, mentorship. Vashti didn't have anybody who could tell her, this is the way you could go. If your girls lose mentorship, they lose everything. Women, that's why the Bible said that let older women mentor younger. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. If you're a practicing Christian, you will know that mentorship is a must for every woman. If you miss it, you actually will drown. With all your beauty, all your money, you will drown. You will drown. Vashti was very beautiful, I'm sure. Vashti also had money, I'm sure. If your girl loses mentorship, they lose everything. Don't take them away. Girls up. You're thinking that it's just all about fun. It's not fun. There is a sense that is required for this girl to actually make her way up there. Sense. That's all you need. A girl with sense. Deborah, the Bible said, was the voice of leadership in the world where women were rarely heard. There was a particular part of the Bible where the 5 daughters of Zelophehad or something, right, in the Bible where, those girls were asking Moses for an inheritance, something that was never done. What do you think made the difference? Sense. Sense. So you see, I have money. My girls will not suffer. Who told you? Your girls will be trained in money. Without mentorship, they will suffer. It's not a curse, it is the truth. Read through the scriptures, you will see them glaring. Let her take small decisions early. Let her be able to speak. Teach her to actually be able to get into mentorship. Let her learn to be instructed. Stop excusing your girls. You will exclude them in life. Esther was instructed. That's what helped Esther become. Why is your girl being instructed? Or you think that mentorship is just a joke? Wait, see, who is instructing her? Who is instructing her? Recently, something happened. And then my daughter was trying to do something else. She came to me and said, oh, this is what I was like, okay. And then she went to her father. Father said, no, this is what I am saying you should do. And then when she came back to me, she said, well, I've done what it is that daddy said. It wasn't a bad thing. It was neither here nor there. But I thought of it when my husband was speaking. He said, this is about taking instructions. Don't excuse her. If not, she will be excluded. Are you excluding your child? Are you excluding your child? Just by excusing her. Number 2, stop rewarding her for being a good girl. You see that reward? She's just a good girl. And then what? Yeah. And then what? And then what? A good girl, a good human being. And then what? Goodness is not a skill. It's not. It's not. You need to help your daughter build a vision beyond validation. Many girls grow up performing, not becoming. Most of your girls are just performing. They're not becoming. They perform for applause, for attention. They perform for acceptance. Applause, attention, acceptance. Note these 3 things. Every girl performs for it. Applause, attention, and acceptance. They chase, lights on screen instead of light from within. Validation is a poor substitute for vision. And that's why when you validate her. Validate every time you are validating. Affirmation. I affirm you. You must move beyond affirmation to doing the work. I affirm you are this. Hey, you shall be. That is not the problem. That's not the point. You must be able. Stop rewarding her for being a good girl. It's about becoming, not about performing. A girl without a vision will always look for approval. A girl with a vision will always look for purpose. They're 2 different things. You need to teach her that she doesn't need to be seen to have significance. Let her understand that when God sees her, that's it. Help her dream. Help her dream. Her dream is not marriage. Her dream is not beauty. Neither is it success. Did you hear me? Her dream is impact. Let her see herself as God sees her. Let her see herself as God sees her. She's a vessel with a divine assignment. A voice, a warrior, a nurturer of nations. That's who she is. So while you're just, I affirm you, I validate all those validations. Sometimes there's a thin line between one of the things, in psychology, praise this. You can turn your daughter to a praise junkie. And that's why we are constantly, we validate their body, validate their goodness. What are you validating? What is the vision? 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 If you doesn't have vision, anything you are validating, all those your validation will just go to waste. Validation is a poor substitute for vision. Anytime, any day. A girl's dream is impact. And this impact is in small trickles. Shout out to the girl. It's the small trickles. Help her dream. Her dream is not how beautiful she is. How when if you see my daughter, she's very fine, very fair, that's your description about your girl. A whole impact maker. That's the only thing you can see. Beauty. The only thing you can see is how she will be, successful, go to work, make money. No, that's the least of it. Her dream is impact. Her dream is impact. You must be able to serve. It's the vision of a legacy. That's what it is. Ask her, who do you want to become? It's not what do you want to have. Who do you want to become? Who do you want to become eventually in life? How do you want people to view you? The daughter must make those choices. And mothers, because we're talking about girls will always look at you as a woman. When you are saying those things, they are looking at you. You uncle, stand up and become. The problem is that you're not becoming. Your girls can't become. I'm from the East. I'm Igbo. And if you're not Igbo, why now? Like Maka, why? Igbo girls, yeah. Why here? But one of the things that happen in my place is that when you're getting married as a girl, they go to check your mother. Who was your mother? How did she live her life? Do you know that it is believed that it is believed that your mother is actually a big fraction of who you eventually become. You know why? Because that is what you are beholding. Your girls will look at you. I want you to become. I want you to become. Not be validated. How about you? You can't go out without makeup. What is that? Is that vision? Don't get me wrong. Makeup is neither here nor there for me. I love makeup. I love people when they wear it. Just in the season of my life, I just don't have time for it. Right? You can't go out without your hair, wearing long wigs and you tell her, love yourself. God has made you. He said you are this and you are this, you are that. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. The way you are is okay. How about you, mother? Dear mother, how about you? Have you been able to model that thing? You can't go to a wedding without a makeup. No, you can't. But you're telling her that she needs to be able to actually look at herself and then become. How about you? How about you? It is in your becoming that your daughter becomes. Let her meet you. You know, one of the things I wrote here is let her meet women building meaningful lives. And I said, scratch that. Let her meet you first before meeting other women that are building meaningful life. Parenting is war. Where you stop is where you finish. That's where your children will take off from. It's a platform. Your children cannot become more than what it is that they see. What can they see? What can they see? Every time we are actually always blaming the girls. Oh, you can't stand up and do that. Oh, you are this. Oh, you are that. Pick up yourself. You know, when I hear mothers say to me, in this season of my life, in the inner circle, there's a particular webinar, season of life. I say, even in your season of your life, you can show working. There's no season that there's no working to be shown. So there's no, the moment you begin to give excuses, I say all the time, that excuses are cheap. Those that make them are not wise. Those that make them are not wise. Teacher, to actually be able to, understand what it means to serve. It's not just to succeed. Most of you don't know what it is to serve. So you can't become. I was reading something with my friend today when I met her earlier. And it's easy you're becoming. That's why, you sit down, you gossip about everybody. Your daughters can hear you. Your daughters can hear you. I was reading something to my friend at the tema today, and I said it was something I saw by John Maxwell. Instead of trying to be great, be part of something greater than yourself first. First. That's the first place to start. Women have this, you carry your nose. Who is that person? Who is that woman? That's no wonder God commanded you to submit, because submission is a problem for you. And when we talk about submission, but men submit easily. That's why that command is not for them. It's not a problem. So when God said women submit, it's because you are so stubborn. Everything in you will fight the submission. Rebellious pattern. Most of us grew up seeing our mothers rebellious, have nothing but very rebellious. Couldn't serve, couldn't submit. And of course, their destinies were cut short. Whether you want to hear it or not, it is the truth. It is truth. Go and look at women who are powerhouses. It's the process of service that happened in their lives. Bring yourself down and serve so that you can become. So that you can become. That's it. And your girls will begin to learn it. And I'm not talking about putting yourself on the floor to be matched. No. I'm talking about service. I'm talking about service. I'm talking about being humble enough to put yourself through the process of your becoming. Most of you can't because you are too proud. And your daughters can see you. Your daughters can see you. They will replicate the same thing. Every day you are having issues with your in-laws. You're having issues with your husband. You're having the problem is not just that the people have issues. It is that you lack the skill to be a wife. A wife is different from a woman. Everybody is a woman. A wife is a woman with resource and skills. How skilled are you to be a wife and a mother? How skilled are you? It's not about just, walking and just, putting, just going. That's why you don't have vision. That's why you can gossip. A visionless woman is the one that can gossip. Where is the time? Imagine me gossiping about somebody. Where is the time? I can't gossip. The vision is even outweigh the impact is weighing me down. I don't have the time to. Your daughters can see you. They can see you. Number three, you need to train her to actually walk in valor and not fear. Expose her to failure early. Expose her to fail. God raised, girls are raised to avoid mistakes. They are afraid to take risks. Did you hear Esther? He said, if I perish, I perish. That's valor. And valor is not in you, praising shoulder with a man. What a man can do, a woman can do better. That's one of the most stupid phrases I've heard in my life. Why do you want to do what a man can do? Have you finished doing the one that they sent you? You want to do what a man can do. I've never been able to understand it. Me, I have too much on my head, and I want to do the one that man can do. Hey. And then we get excited when we hear things like that, because we think it's about competition. And we don't know it's about impact. You are more powerful than the person you are competing with. Why are you competing? I'm father, yes. If your fathers, they were listening to me, I said so. Your wife is powerful. They just don't know it. Nobody have trained them to see the power that they have. My husband is here. He knows that I'm very powerful. He's not hidden. Very powerful. In my femininity and subtlety. Powerful as anything. It is trained. It is trained. And I'm not in competition. My fuel is out on the road. I park your car. You come and fill it. I don't enter filling stations. I'm not in competition with you. Do the one that you will do. I will do the one that I'm called to do. A woman is already called to do a lot. Why do I want to put myself in the place where I'm competing with a man? Like, am I high? Why do I need a man to be competing with? You must treat you must train your children to understand valor. Valor is not in competition with a man at all. Through strength. Through strength. You're talking about showing up, waking up, doing what is right. Let me tell you the story of Abigail. Yeah. I looked at the story of Abigail, and one of the things that struck me in that story was the amount of strength that woman was able to put up. Abigail, the Bible said, was married to a foolish man. Nabal was a foolish man. But Abigail didn't drown marrying a foolish man. Abigail positioned, posture. Abigail didn't have more money than Nabal did. It's because he doesn't have money. That's why he's still there. No, Abigail took a posture of wisdom. That's what you need. And that's the real definition of strength. That's the real definition of strength. Abigail did not just sit down and say, hey, I married a foolish man. Some of you are here. My husband cannot. My husband cannot. I'm not looking for a way to navigate. It's easy to say he's not wise. If he doesn't have money. That's it. Because I don't have money. That's why I'm stuck. But Abigail taught us that your environment doesn't define you. Your posture defines you. Yeah. Abigail was married to this military. Abigail had no power, no status, no wealth, not just big man wife. What she had was wisdom. And wisdom will do for you what wealth cannot do for you. What wealth cannot do for you. Nabal's foolishness attracted distraction. Abigail's posture attracted favor, even before kings. Some of us are waiting for new circumstances. When God is waiting for our new posture, you might not be able to change the man, change the job, change the system, but you can change how you show up. Abigail didn't fight foolishness with frustration. No, she fought it with discernment. When they told that this man is going to actually be caught and be killed and all of that, he has behaved foolishly. She did not go say, hey, you are foolish. So you are, no. She said, let me send you. Be going first. So that in case if you reach there before something happens, let's go and meet David. Let's go and meet the king. I'll be coming behind you. I'll be coming behind you. And when the season shifted, Abigail was ushered into royalty. It's money that made King David marry Abigail. No. It's not about a new partner. Even if you get a new partner today, I don't know who I'm speaking to, you divorce, you will still take the wrong posture. You will still think that is about that your strength is about your hands. You don't need a new paycheck. You don't know when I have money, my husband will not talk to me like that. I agree with you. I'm a woman who says people should make money. Women should make money. I'm a proponent of that. But it's beyond money. It's beyond money. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. It's hidden in your posture. These are the things that you need. All right? So don't just teach your daughter.
Got it. I'll keep it concise and impactful. If you need any...
Sorry. Don't just teach your daughter, right? To actually just, let me make her strong. I know I'm not talking about the strength of the arm. That's not what you need. You need the strength in your head. When Abigail came back, the decision had been made. They forgave Nabal. Nabal still came back, batting, doing all sorts. Abigail did not go to her and say, you foolish man. They almost killed you today. She kept quiet until the next morning. Wisdom. Everybody talk about wisdom. This Abigail was a submissive wife. No, she was. Submission is not subjugation. Submission is not foolishness. Submission is wisdom. She was a submissive wife, but go and check what it is that she did. That submission is you just behaving like, oh, my life is gone. And our daughters are watching us. They're watching us. They're watching us play handicapped. They're watching us play like we do not have anything. They're watching us. And unfortunately, even for the fathers, your daughters are watching you. Your daughters will end up marrying a man like you and suffering like her mother, because that's the pattern she has seen. That's the pattern she has seen. Because for her, that's how a man should treat a woman. Your staying, your behavior, all of them will culminate to what it is that happens to your daughter eventually. Eventually. You see a girl, she was well raised, she was on a pattern. She will go and marry a man just like you. There are two things that happen to every girl. You either marry the opposite of your father, right? And or you marry someone like your father while you're trying to run away from somebody like your father. And when you marry that opposite, it's not always the opposite in the way that you think it, because you don't have they don't have the blueprint of what opposite really means. You don't have it. So you will definitely make a mistake. The blueprint is, you have the blueprint of the fake. You don't know what original looks like. You don't know what original looks like. So you can't make decisions from the place of original. No, you can't. So your daughters will actually go back to, all of these and will not be able to make those decisions. Oh, yes. So your daughter would actually go to that point where she would still make the same kind of mistake. Very important. So train her to actually understand value is not arrogance. We're not talking about arrogance. We're talking about confidence that is rooted in divine direction. Encourage her to try hard things. Stop excluding her. Let her speak in the public. Don't protect her from failure. Let her fail. We raise jellyfishes, like Anjatima will say. Coach her to failure. Teach her to celebrate bravery, not just perfection. Not just perfection. When a girl learns to walk in valor, she stops asking, what if I can't? She starts declaring, God is with me, so I will. So I will. So I will. Number 4, let her dream too big. Stop cutting it down to fit your fears. If a vision scares you, that's the beautiful thing. My vision used to scare my parents a lot. They even still told me today. My vision was very scary. The problem is not a dream. The problem is your limited imagination of what a girl can become. You have a limited imagination. You have a limited imagination. You have a limited imagination. You need to be able to let her dream very big. If her vision is not, you're a girl, oh, hey, teach her about her seasons of her life. So don't go and shut her down. Hey, you're a girl, you want to become an engineer. Can you really? No, tell her that this is how your life is going to go through. This is what you're going to go through in your life. Are you going to make provisions? Most of us, our parents, our mothers did us a disservice as girls, even our fathers. The first, thing that we saw about childbirth was the day we entered labor room. If your daughter have not seen where process of giving birth and all of that, and she's 13 already, you have failed it, girl. Oh, completely. Completely. You have failed her. Because you must be able to show her the stages and let her be able to actually connect with it. Let her be able to see what the journey is about. That's why we're having girls, right now who just think that, that process of their life is something that they can just brush off and just go. Let her be able to dream instead of you cutting it short. Pull her through her dream and show her the seasons of her life. There's a particular webinar we have in the inner circle called the seasons of life. Let her be able to see the seasons of her life in clear so that she'll be able to prepare for it. Stop allowing girls get caught up and get unawares. Hey, I didn't even know that that's how it is. All of us got married and everybody's shouting, I didn't know that that's how it is. In fact, older women do it like you will see what others have done. That's evil. If you cannot pass another younger person through what you have been through to become better than you have been, it's evil. You'd ask most women, how is it that this happened to you? Say, hey, and if you're not Igbo, why now? Don't tell me to interpret. You just see whatever it is. And they even tell you marriage is like a secret listing. Anyway, you open it, whatever you see, you take. What does that mean? What does that even mean? That's an evil statement. Evil something. Girls have no exposure to anything that's going to happen in their lives. They don't even know what childbirth does to them. They just wake up and don't even know anything. And yet you don't want to bring your daughter to mentorship. Now you know. Your daughter will not enter mentorship. Like how? Let her be able to, while you're doing that, you know that in mastering her dream, time will not permit me. There are a lot of legs to mastering her dream. Do you know that in mastering her, you need to teach her to master emotional intelligence? The truth of the matter is that if your girl cannot master emotional intelligence, they cannot master life. Many of us teach our girls to look good, speak well, achieve, but we don't teach them how to process. So most of us have uncultured empathy. A girl gets married, the man just says something, you are crying from morning to night. Why are you crying, sma? Why are you crying? Nobody taught the girl to be able to actually own a voice. So you enter into marriage, you just everywhere, your emotions are all over the place. They won't tell you that women are emotional. Women are not. Who told you that? Logic is trained. We're all emotional beings. Logic is trained. You train a woman to become logical. You train a man to become logical. He's trained. It might be easier to train, for you to see because of how the brain is built. For instance, the brain of a boy is built in a way that self-esteem, because of the ego hormone, right? Self-esteem for boys is not such a big, it doesn't hit them that hard like it hits girls. But unfortunately, right, self-esteem in girls is not as groomed that, so it doesn't, their brain is not created, it's not done, it's not created that way. So what it means is that you need to train the girl's self-esteem as in so that she can actually build it. You need more work. Your knowledge of things is not for you to just say it. No, women are very emotional. Women, that's the kind of thing we say. Boys have issues with self-control. So when I teach sex conversation, I say that if you don't teach a girl self-esteem, there's no sex conversation like that. Do you know that most of the things that put girls in trouble is that they are touching you cannot say no? It's a self-esteem issue now. A boy touches you like this, the boy is going beyond boundary. You know what can happen, but you've not been trained. You've not been trained, so you can't say no. Self-control, a boy cannot control themselves. They just, push. It's not being trained. But a girl has a better self-control than a boy will have. So my point is training. Train a girl to be emotionally stable. Emotionally stable. Stop raising girls that just think that, being a certain way is the way that it should be. No. Let them be able to actually say, oh, this is how I feel. Teach them to own their voice. And then let them learn to actually understand. All these things we're teaching them how to, make up, how to clean their faces, but you're not teaching them what to actually say. It's not just speaking, it's wisdom. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. That's what it is. This is very important. Model self-control, self-esteem. And part of the way to actually teach self-esteem is your daughter will be watching you and be learning how to carry themselves. Now, the self-esteem of a girl child is built by their father. Fathers that are here, you are welcome. If you are in this space listening to me, just know it. That if you are not involved, you will raise the girl who is subdued. Their self-esteem will be crushed. It's not the place of the woman to actually replicate this aspect in their lives. Anytime that you see a girl who is confident, check it. Their father is an involved father. I was listening to Onye Konweno on her last interview before she died. She said, those of us who are close to our fathers have something in us. That's why I call those people my father's daughter. For those of us who are my father's daughter, confidence is out of the world. You walk on top of the world like, oh boy. Any girl who battles with self-esteem, watch it. The father is not there. So before you start shouting, hey, she does not know how to look up at people. You are the problem, sir. Sir, you are the problem. Wake up and do the job. In recent times, I've seen a lot of, people. I was in a parenting event today. They were saying, girls now are growing faster, that, and I was looking at them. You don't know that one of the reasons your girl is developing faster than they should is actually fatherhood as absenteeism, and is a risk. And is a risk. And is a risk. Your role in the life of your daughter, nobody can build it for you. Go and do your research. Check girls that are close to their dad, that their dad is actually involved as a parent. I can't remember how many times my mom came to my school. My mom never came anyway. My father was the involved father. Fathers, wake up. Wake up. You are predisposing your daughters to things that are unnecessary. All right? This is very important. And then lastly, let me talk a bit about these girls growing faster. And we actually applaud it. If you see my girl is 20, she's 18, but she looks like she's 30. And you are clapping. You don't know that there's something disrupted in that process. Girls are not looking like they are our mothers. And it doesn't worry you. Fatherhood absenteeism, the kind of food we're consuming, the kind of exposure these girls are having, all contributory factors. Lastly, ground her identity in values, not just validate. See, if she doesn't know who she is, the world will tell her who she's not, and she will believe it. The world teaches girls to chase applause, likes, labels, but these things will fade. They will change. Any girl you touch now, they will tell you how they want to marry somebody who has money. But these are the things that we said. These are the things that we learned. We're not even taught how to connect value to value. Teach her that she's not defined by beauty, achievement. So I'm so beautiful. I'm the beautiful girl, and you're always praising her. Look at you. Actually, you're Adobodo Ibo. What's that? Adobodo Ibo on top of waiting. You won't tell that is a man that is abroad that will marry my daughter. What does that even mean? The kind of things we say to these girls. We actually told them that we tell them that they are senseless. And the only thing they need to do is to marry the man. Her dowry will be paid in pounds. say these things, we say it carelessly. That's someone. Oh, yeah. That's someone. Identity that is rooted in seduction, self. Let's look at my daughter, very sexy. You use sexy to describe your child. It has a Jezebelic tendency. Sexy. What is the problem? Who is she supposed to be attracting? Bikono. But I think you said, like, look at her, very, she just dressed up, she's looking sexy. Sexy is not a compliment. That's what you use for prostitutes. Why are you using it on your daughter? You need to be able to actually ground her identity in value. She's valuable because she was created in the image of God. Simple. And what is not up for negotiation? Achalugo. You bring it, keep it coming. You people know all the names that you call your daughters. Achalugo. Which are all the ones? You know, everything is about fine. Everything is about body. We glorify their body and they are brainless. Brain 0, body 100%. 100%. 100%. Not all this trend, they are chasing trend. A girl's sense of self is rooted in values. She can walk in any room without needing to prove herself because she knows herself. See, I walk in any room like this. I don't need any long hair. I don't need any this thing. I don't need to make up. I walk in any room like this. I know who I am. I need no validation from nobody. That's the kind of daughter I'm raising. I don't need you to tell me that it's my hair when I wear long wig. That's when I will now become. Please, mind you, I don't have anything against you wearing a long wig. I'm just saying that when you get out of that place, you're confident enough. And those are not the things that define your children. Stop it. Stop it. You are actually, objectifying your children. That's what you're doing. Everything is like materialistic. Everything, the kind of clothes my daughter wears. The kind of thing you discuss. Your 13-year-olds are making braids and reaching their bum. I think that's a Jezebelic tendency. That's a Delilah move. Oh, yeah, I said it. That's a Delilah move. What do you think you're doing? Long hair is seductive. If your 13-year-old have a long hair, reaching their bum, they're flipping attachment. Why? Tell me why. There's no reason for that. No. What are you trying to do? Let them look beautiful with long attachment reaching their bum. Oshe. And tomorrow you say, men that are looking at her. One woman posted one video. Men are always looking at my daughter. Hey, look at small girl. This girl just 14, and I saw a long hair. Why won't men look at her? Delilah moves. You give her Delilah moves and she's moving. And you're complaining. Everything she knows is about her hair, her body, her hearing, her everything focused on her body. Why is your daughter braiding and her braid is looking at reaching her bum? Why? My daughter have never fixed attachments on her head before. She doesn't need it. What did she try? What is she doing? But I love my body love. What is, all this body, everything body. Christmas is reaching now. You go and put your children through rubbish. In the name of they need to really look fine for Christmas. These girls, we do 1 million braids everywhere. Delilah moves, Jezebelic tendencies. That's what they are. It's not for them. It's not for your child. Stop raising girls who get focused on body, sex, this one, that one. And then when they end up with when a playful boy is not chasing her, you are now shouting. Won't you know that you don't know yourself? Why are you following the boy? Should we follow the boy? Because that's what you have made her. That's what you have made her. Let's stop it, please. Let's stop it. Ground that in values. That's what she needs. When a girl's sense of self is rooted in value, she can stand tall in the storm. What's in any room? What's in any room? That's it. And that's why Mordecai said to Esther, when she was trying to forget her, said, who knows that you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Her crown didn't define her. Her calling defined her. It wasn't about, this, let me just go into this. No. Her calling defined her. Calling defined her. Is your calling defining you? calling defining you. Mary was the woman who believed God's word over the world's opinion. Her calling defined her. She didn't even mind. People are going to misunderstand her. People are going to. She was not validated by the society. She was affirmed by heaven. Child define approval. That's what outweighs public opinion. Anytime, any day. Anytime, any day. The Proverbs 31 woman that you're talking about, Proverbs 31 woman, I'm going to read it again. She was not praised for her looks. There was no part in that scripture that says she's a beautiful woman with her body well scripted, well shaped. She was not praised for her luxury. She was praised because, number one, she fears God. Her value flows from virtue. And she was praised because of the things she could do, the businesses you do. That's what she was praised for. See all these things that you want to define your daughter with. Rubbish in the mud. In the mud. That's why your daughter will be fine face, no sense. No sense. Just fine face. Good afternoon. You taught them how to just, be good girl. Goodness is not a skill. You will raise this a virgin that is too foolish. That's what the Bible told the story about the 10 virgins. 5 of them were wise, 5 of them were foolish. Most of our children are foolish. Virgins, good, foolish. Foolish. Because that's everything that you are actually putting them in there. It's not about their core. It's not about their core. Teach her core values: integrity, empathy, humility, discipline. Model what it looks like to live by conviction, not by convenience. It's convenient for me. Every teller now sews corset. Your breast is outside and you're raising a girl. Come closer, let me tell you. You are the one that has a problem. I actually tell parents in the inner circle, you need to re-raise yourself to raise a girl. He said, no, that's the teller. The teller made it. I didn't know when she made it. What are you talking about, man? Some of you say you want to wear bombshell, you want to seduce your husband. You don't have a bedroom. It's inside where you are flapping breast, bum everywhere outside. Your children are taking in very smooth, good pornography. Your boys here to tell you that you are seducing them. Yes, you heard me right. Daddy will wear boxers, sir, and we will be seeing your pennies flapping everywhere. We don't want to see. You are showing us free porn. Please, can we please put ourselves together? How about, can we please put ourselves together? We are raising girls. We are raising girls. And girls are very absorbent. Hey, they will absorb things in their environment, internalize it and become it. Internalize it. Internalize it. Internalize it. And we are here. Because the next generation of girls we're going to raise, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble if we don't stand up and do something differently. Then you raise a girl that is grounded in her value. You raise a woman who can be swayed by trends, by opinions. You raise a woman who will be able to stand, not because she's flawless, but because she's founded. Because when a girl knows who she is, she will never doubt who she is. When a girl knows who she is, she will never doubt who she is. Borrow money. Take your daughters into girls' hub. Yes, I said it. Sell your asset. Sell your asset. The way you are going to borrow money and do Christmas clothes, who even sent you Christmas clothes? You don't need it. Go and pay into mentorship. You too, join in mentorship so that you can have sense. That's how it works. You cannot see where your level of sense is the level to which you raise your children. Because I often say, you're a product of who raised you, where you are raised, how you were raised, where the person, the environment that they were raised, and what the person who raised you know. What do you know? What do you know? Raising a girl with voice, with vision, with valor will make people uncomfortable, even you. But that's how to actually start. That's what to do differently. You need to stand up so that we can raise girls who can think. Not just girls who think that their body is what they can use. And while you sit down here and say to me, no, I'm not like that. I'm not raising a girl like that. Or you might not even like how harsh. If this has annoyed you, believe you me, you have a problem. You need to deal with it. I'm not your problem. If what I've shared today have reeled you up, oh, you are in a good place. Trust me. If you are now kabashing saying, what is wrong with that? Who the hell does she think you are? You are in a good place. And I love it. And this is where I end. Because I told you from the beginning, I'm not a preacher of peace. I'll tell you the way it is. Because we need to stand up to actually do things differently, to be able to stand and raise better children tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Wendy Ologe. I'm called Africa's #1 parent coach. I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. Thank you so much again to Girls Hub, and thank you for hosting me. Auntie Etima, I am done with your table, and I hope that the people who pieces of the legs are broken will be able to carry their tables, repair it, and press their chest and be all right. Because you know what? You need to be all right for your girls. Oh, yes, you need to be all right for your girls because we need to raise better people than we are ourselves. And if we must do that, then we must work on ourselves to become better people. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Girls Up team, are you up? Thank you, Auntie Tima. Are you there? Are you there? Am I supposed to take questions and all of that? I don't know why I don't have the Girls Up team in, right? And for those of us who are watching and who are thinking what it is, the Girls Hub is an annual accountability system for girls. Your girls need a mentor. If not, they will actually do very stupid things. Take them into Girls Hub. You heard me right? They need Girls Hub. Like they actually,
Yes.
their life depends on it because it does depend on it. Thank you so much, Auntie Tina.
Thank you so much, Coach. Sorry, we had a bit of a heat trying to come back in. Can you hear me, ma? Thank you
I can
so
hear
much. I
you.
saw the parents. I saw the parents saying even daddies have collected. Everybody collected.
Okay, I think Auntie Etima is having a network challenge, but I'm sure that um, we are having, she's going to be up soon. Like I tell the parents in the inner circle, you register in the inner circle, take your girls to girls hall, take your boys to boys leadership. I say it all the time. Bring your marriage and go to couples conclave. I say it all the time, all the time. All right, is it not the first time I'm saying it on the girls help platform? It is important for your girl. It is important for you. Mentorship is important for every soul. If not, you will miss it and you will lose out. And your girls will actually, don't exclude them. Don't exclude them. Don't excuse them. Oh, don't tell me, oh, the girl will not like, the girl does not like Auntie Tima. They don't need to like it. Right? They don't like it. Some people will come and say, oh, coach, my wife said it doesn't, my husband said it doesn't like you. They don't like to like me. Come first. After a while, they will be all right with me. They don't need to like Auntie Tima. Girls, teenagers are all like that. They will look for something. After a while, they will be all right. Very, very all right. Right? But provided they are going through a journey, they are becoming, believe you me, that's one of the best things you can actually do for them. Being able to be instructed. Never leave your child, your daughter especially, in the place where they are not instructed. Raising a girl is a big deal. Raising a girl is a big deal. It's not small. When you raise a girl, believe you me, if you are a raiser of a girl, you are in for 1,000,001. A boy, show him a model, he will follow, and he will have 2 children. Both of them are almost 16. Once you show the boy a model, he's following, he's doing, he's replicating. A girl, you go show model, you go be attentive, you will be there, you will do everything.
They'll even be
It's only
dragging with you, coach.
it's as if I have 10 girls, as it were. Hmm.
I have
Thank
to.
you.
I'm going through a lot.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
Thank you so much for holding up, coach. I was just shouting when you said don't don't stop her from failing. Maybe it's because of this whole validation thing that makes you
hmm,
feel like because you're validating and affirming, so therefore they cannot fail. And that is why
hmm,
when our daughters, when we get bad report or bad feedback, we want to kill ourselves. I
hmm,
have also had a lot of feedback, or not a lot, a few feedback that were not okay. And you know that thing of, you're the girls coach. Hey, you're
hmm,
the girls coach. How come about? I say,
hmm,
coach, you know the stories. We go like,
hmm,
forget the title, forget the status.
hmm,
This is not about performance. This is about purpose. We are so interested in our daughters fulfilling purpose.
Yeah.
And we have said it time and over again. Nobody is going to feel bad because you came and said, "Is not the daughter of the coach? Is it not the daughter of the pastor?" That's not what this is about. This is about our daughters' purposes, about their call. They all have a vision.
Yeah.
And so don't feel like, oh, after all the work I've been doing, most of us here in the Intentional Parents Academy, after all the work I'm doing, you're thinking about your status, right? You're not thinking about the process, which is why we say, go into the inner circle. Go there and go and learn. Today, me and coach were having a conversation about, a particular person that I need to give this feedback to. Someone that started the inner circle, and then along the way you drop by the wayside, and then it looks like your life is just going left and right, and your daughters are watching.
Yeah.
They can't see a flow. They can't see a process. You get tired easily. Did you hear when coach was saying valor, courage,
Yes.
strength? Any small thing, you are tired. Your
I'm
girls are watching you.
overwhelmed.
I'm overwhelmed. Tomorrow they say they can't go to class because they have menstrual pain.
Eh.
Hey, they can't write exam because their head is paining them. The lecturer is stressing them. It's the same thing. No form of inner strength. I love when coach said that aside the Holy Spirit, the next person with that title is a woman. Help. Do you know what it means to help? It means you must be strong enough to help. So why are we breaking? And why are we allowing our daughters break? Why? Why are we allowing our daughters break? Your daughter will just sit down right here in the comments just before you came up, coach. The girls were talking about 6-7. Remember that 6-7 I told you about, coach?
Yes.
That's what they were writing about. That's what they were writing about. And some girls in the girls hub were saying, hey, this word is banned in the girls hub. Who are these girls? Are you in the girls hub? I say, tell them. Because in the girls hub is banned. And so we're inviting you to the girls hub. We're sending you parents to the Intentional Parents Academy. They are one of our sponsors for this summit. They are constantly supporting us. They are constantly supporting our brother organization, the Boys Leadership Academy, for a reason. You get why. We don't want to release a set of girls with certificates with ignorance of their call. They are coming with fine crowns. No sense. The crown on the head, we are not understanding it. You know how we know? The quality of decisions they make.
Yeah.
Somebody said something. I want to end. I want to make you laugh, coach. Somebody said something on. I saw it somewhere. Said, "Oh, my girlfriend missed her final year last paper because I was ill and she needed to come and cook for me. What a wife material." I didn't know what to say. I didn't know. I was like, I see my girls. And so that girl's mother is saying, my daughter is in final year. Hey, my Abby, that girl's parents now is bragging now. That, oh, thank God, my daughter is doing so well. Look at the kind of quality of decision she's making. You miss your final year last exam. That means you're going to take an extra year, probably, because your bobo who will not marry you, me and you know that you will not marry her. You
Even
miss
if
it to
she
go and
marries you, he will trample on you, life and direct.
yes. You miss your visa interview, you miss your job, you miss everything because your husband say he's not in the mood. Your husband is not happy. He stayed back to boost his mood and his morale. See what is going on. And we are saying, it's them. Tell us, please, parents, write in the comments. Tell me. Look at my notes. See, the whole full note. Tell me. And I listen to coach literally every day. I have still gotten some points.
I think Auntie Tima's network is doing us a number. Okay, yes. I saw a question in the comment section. Somebody who said, I don't know if the team can bring it up, if they can hear me. And the team, can you hear me?
Some actions I need you. We're instructing you to join now because we cannot be talking to the girls and then you will now come and tell us one auntie, I don't know what to call it. Is it auntie covenant or auntie send something that is not adding up and then the girl is confused. I wanted to do this when my mommy said no. I wanted to feel my job. My mommy said no, I should leave that nonsense. I've heard girls say it. Their mom is calling their processes nonsense.
Just
listen to this
imagine.
nonsense because you don't know the power in those things that we are doing. So yes, please, you will join the inner circle. You don't have choice. That's an instruction. Remember what coach said. You have to learn to take instructions. So you're taking the instructions and then you're bringing the girls to the girls hub to also take their instructions. Thank you so much, Coach Wendy. We're going to let you go. Thank you for bringing this almost 1 hour 30 minutes. I said it when my husband was saying, "Hey, don't kill my sister for me." I say, "Your sister, once she sees parents, her energy will come back." You have done 1 hour 30 minutes, ma, and you are even still okay.
I'm very all right, so I have to be all right.
Thank you so much. Thank you
You
so
have
much. God bless
somebody
you.
asking
Happy said
you
and
what is the
regards.
entry age, and Tetima. You will need to answer
Okay,
them in the comment section. I think
okay,
there are a few questions that you will need to actually
okay,
attend to. What is entry stage? I don't think that the team is bringing up those questions so that you'll be able to attend to them.
okay, please,
But I
okay,
know that
please.
entry age is
Any
5 years.
question for coach? Yes,
If,
yes,
there,
5 years.
if you have any question for me, if there is none,
Any coach?
I
Any?
will take my
Yeah.
leave.
What will I do when my daughter prefers to listen to outsiders rather than listen to me? I stumbled on her diary one day. She wrote she didn't like me, that I corrected her too much. That I corrected her too much. Let's stop there.
Okay, Ma, you need to build yourself. Your daughter cannot just, there's something about this generation, and even us. We listen to our parents, yes, but it was like compliant. Let's just listen to them. Let it not be. Most of us knew that some of those parents didn't have wisdom, they didn't have anything to offer. You just listen to them just like that. But because there's a lot in this generation, they're not going to just listen to in that way, right? And don't be discouraged that your daughter says she doesn't like you, right? She's the same daughter that says she doesn't like you. If you do the work, in fact, you will be like the only thing that happened to her after sliced bread. I am going to encourage you. Get into the inner circle. Get your
It's
daughter
here.
into the girls' hub.
Supposed to read it. It's supposed to be on the screen.
You will, and Tetima can hear you. Get into
Sorry.
get into the girls' hub, and you get into the inner circle. Begin to build yourself. When you build yourself, it will become another story altogether. That's what you need to do. So build yourself. So when you speak, your daughter can actually hear you, because you need to now understand how to speak wisdom. That's what you need. All right. The inner circle is going to really help you to actually be able to actually, do a lot with them. And then when your daughter is in the girls' hub, it makes it easy for her to now learn to take instructions, to listen. And let me say this: teenagers always have this thing of I know what it is I'm doing, but they
Yeah.
are the ones the most
Duh.
the most. If you have teenagers, better run. Your parenting just got started. And if you have an adult child, you just got started the journey. I recently
Oh
told the
my
parent
God.
whose daughter was entering university. I said, this is when you are just starting. You think you are finished? Ma, your job just resumed. You're welcome. Welcome to the club. Yes. So please, you can
For
register for
real, and it doesn't get easy. It
just
doesn't get easy at all.
yeah. At
When you
what
think
age
that you're done.
on single and married conclave? 18 years. 18 years and above, please.
18.
18 years.
18.
18 years.
Please.
18.
18. My daughter is
Yes.
18 and she's already, she's starting off with
And
becoming
when she's done,
Mr.
she'll come and give report of what she have done. She will
Yes,
be all right.
please. That's it. You take instructions and you move. Any other questions for Coach Team?
I don't think so. I want
Any
to go and
other
meet my
question?
husband
Coach is
today.
here.
Just help people.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. All right, Coach.